problem. Let S1 is equal to 1 and Sn plus 1 is equal to n by n plus 1 into Sn square for n greater than or equal to 1. First one, find S2, S3, S4. Second one, show limit of Sn exists. Third one, prove limit of Sn is equal to 0. Now solution. Given that S1 is equal to 1 and Sn plus 1 is equal to n by n plus 1 into Sn square for n greater than or equal to 1. Now first one, S2. If I take n is equal to 1, here I will get 1 plus 1. This one can be written as 1 by 1 plus 1 into S1 square. 1 by 2, S1 square is 1 square, which is equal to 1 by 2. Now S3 can be written as S2 plus 1, that is 2 by 2 plus 1 into S2 square, nothing but 2 by 3 into 1 by 2 square, 1 by 2 square. So we will get 2 by 3 into 1 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 6. Now S4. S3 plus 1 is equal to 3 by 3 plus 1 into S3 square, which is equal to 3 by 4 into 1 by 6 square. 3 by 4 into 1 by 36. 1 by, that is 1 by 6. So here we will get 1 by 48. Therefore, this 3 has been completed. Now B. Clearly S1 is equal to 1, which is greater than 0. S2 is equal to 1 by 2, which is greater than 0. S3 is equal to 1 by 6, which is greater than 0. And S4 is equal to 1 by 48, which is also greater than 0. So here I can take that so assume that Sn is greater than 0 for some n. Clearly I got for n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, all those terms are greater than 0, but I don't know for all n whether Sn is greater than 0 or not. Now I am going to use the principle of mathematical induction. Sn plus 1. What is Sn plus 1? According to definition, Sn plus 1 is nothing but n into n plus 1 into Sn square. Since n is positive, then n plus 1 is also positive. And here Sn is greater than 0 is positive, then its square is positive. Positive into positive is positive, therefore it is greater than 0. Therefore, Sn plus 1 is greater than 0 whenever Sn is greater than 0. If Sn is greater than 0, its next term is also greater than 0. This implies that by the principle of mathematical induction, I can say that Sn is greater than 0 for all n. For all n. Therefore, clearly we got all the terms are greater than 0. So clearly 0 less than I can take here S1. Clearly from here S1 is greater than S2, S2 is greater than S3, and s3 is greater than s4, and all these terms are greater than 0, I know. So here I can write that 0 is greater than s4, s4 is greater than s3, s3 is less than s2, s2 is less than s1, which is nothing but 1. Therefore assume that assume that 0 is less than Sn plus 1 is less than Sn, which is less than or equal to 1 for some n. Why I am using some n? Because if I take n is equal to 1, this one is true. If I take n is equal to 2, this one is true. N is equal to 3, this one is true. But I don't know for all n whether it is true or not. This implies what you got? Sn plus 1 is less than 1. Sn plus 1 is less than 1. Now Sn plus 2. If I show that Sn plus 2 is also less than Sn plus 1, then I can use the principle of mathematical induction. Sn plus 2 is nothing but n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus 1 from the definition into Sn plus 1 square. This one I can write as n plus 1 by n plus 2 into Sn plus 1 into Sn plus 1. Sn plus 1. Since n plus 1 is less than n plus 2, this implies n plus 1 by n plus 2 is less than 1. And here we got Sn plus 1 is less than 1. Now if I multiply, we will get n plus 1 by n plus 2 into Sn plus 1 is less than 1. This one into this one is less than 1 into 1, that is 1. So therefore we got that this term is less than 1. So this implies Sn plus 2 is less than 1 into Sn plus 1. This implies Sn plus 2 is less than Sn plus 1. Therefore what we got? Therefore 0 less than Sn plus 1 is less than Sn is less than or equal to 1 for all n. How I wrote this one? By the principle of mathematical induction. Means Sn plus 2 is less than Sn plus 1 whenever Sn plus 1 is less than Sn. Just now I took this one. Whenever Sn plus 1 is less than Sn, then Sn plus 2 is less than Sn plus 1. Therefore, for all the terms, Sn plus 1 is less than Sn. This implies the sequence Sn is bounded and bounded between 0 and 1. And this condition says that it is a decreasing sequence. Decreasing sequence. Decreasing, therefore Sn is a bounded decreasing sequence. Therefore it is bounded and monotone. Bounded monotone sequence is always convergent by the monotone convergence theorem. Therefore the sequence Sn is convergent sequence by a known theorem. By a known theorem. If a sequence is convergent, then its limit of Sn exists. Limit of a sequence exists. That is the second part. Now third one. Since the limit of Sn exists, so it will exist to some real number. Let us take S. Say, if limit of Sn is equal to S, then in place of Sn, if I take Sn plus 1, then it also converges to the same limit. Now Sn plus 1 can be written as n by n plus 1 into Sn square. Now I am taking limits on both sides. We will get limit Sn plus 1 is equal to limit n by n plus 1 into Sn square. From algebra of limit, this one can be written as limit of n by n plus 1 into limit of Sn square. Limit of n get cancelled, 1 by 1 plus 1 by n into, again from algebra of limit, this one can be written as limit of Sn square. This implies what is limit of Sn is S is equal to limit of this one 1 by 1 plus 0 into S square. So here we got that this implies S is equal to S square. This implies S into S minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies either S will be 0 or S is equal to 1. Since while proving the theorem of monotone convergence theorem, the second case, if a sequence is bounded and decreasing, then it converges to its infimum. Since the sequence Sn is bounded and decreasing sequence, then it converges to the infimum. Therefore, limit of Sn is equal to 0. This is the problem. Now next problem. Let S1 is equal to 1 and Sn plus 1 is equal to 1 by 3 into Sn plus 1 for n greater than or equal to 1. In this first one, find S2, S3, S4. Second one, use induction to show Sn is greater than 1 by 2 for all n. C, show Sn is a decreasing sequence. And fourth one, show limit of Sn exists and find limit of Sn. This is the question. Says that what are the given things? Solution. Let S1 is equal to 1, comma Sn plus 1 is equal to 1 by 3 into Sn plus 1 for n greater than or equal to 1. First one, A. S2 can be written as S1 plus 1. From this one, we will get 1 by 3 into S1 plus 1. 1 by 3 into, what is S1? 1 plus 1. That is nothing but 2 by 3. Now S3 can be written as S2 plus 1. 1 by 3 into S2 plus 1, which is equal to 1 by 3 into 2 by 3 plus 1. Just now here we got, which is equal to 1 by 3 into 5 by 3. Nothing but 5 by 9. Now S4, S3 plus 1. This one can be written as 1 by 3 into S3 plus 1, which is equal to 1 by 3 into 5 by 9 plus 1. 1 by 3 into 14 by 9. Nothing but 14 by 27. This is the first part. Now second one, B. Using the induction, we have to show that all the terms of a sequence are greater than 1 by 2. Clearly, S1 is equal to 1, which is greater than 1 by 2. S2 we got 2 by 3. This is also greater than 1 by 2. If you want, you can make a cross multiply. 4 is greater than 3. S3 is equal to 5 by 9. 5 by 9 is also greater than 1 by 2. If you want, you can check cross multiply. 10 is greater than 9. So I know that for some n are greater than 1 by 2. So let us assume that Sn minus 1 is greater than 1 by 2 for some n. Sn minus 1 is greater than 1 by 2 for some n. Now I am going to use the principle of mathematical induction. For some n, if I take n is equal to 2, this one is 2, n is equal to 3, this one is 2, n is equal to 4, this one is 2. But I don't know for all n. Now Sn, what is Sn from the definition? 1 by 3 into Sn minus 1 plus 1. This one is greater than 1 by 3, since Sn minus 1 is greater than 1 by 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 1 by 3 into 2 by this one is 3 by 2. 3 get cancelled, 1 by 2. Therefore Sn is greater than 1 by 2 whenever Sn minus 1 is greater than 1 by 2. Whenever this one is greater than 1 by 2, its next term is also greater than 1 by 2. Therefore S1 is greater than 1 by 2, then its next term is greater than 1 by 2. This one is greater than 1 by 2 means its next term is greater than 1 by 2. This one is greater than 1 by 2 means its next term is greater than 1 by 2. So I can say that Sn is greater than 1 by 2 for all n. For all n. This is the second part. This is the second part. Now third one. S1 is equal to 1. We know that 1 is greater than 2 by 3, which is nothing but S2. This implies S1 is greater than S2. Now S2 is equal to 2 by 3. We know that 2 by 3 is greater than 5 by 9, which is nothing but S3. If you want, you can cross multiply. 18 is greater than 15. This implies we got S2 is greater than S3. Therefore, we got S1 is greater than S2, S2 is greater than S3. So here this implies, assume that the numbers are decreasing 1, 2, 3, means the next term what we are going to get, that one is less than the previous term. So Sn is less than the previous term for some n. I am not taking for all n because I know for n is equal to 2, 3, this one is true. Now consider Sn minus Sn plus 1. What is Sn from the definition? 1 by 3 Sn minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 by 3 Sn plus 1. From these two, what I am going to take common? 1 by 3. Then we will get then we will get 1 by 3 into Sn minus 1 plus 1 minus Sn minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled. 1 by 3 into Sn minus 1 minus Sn. Since here as our assumption part, this one says that Sn minus 1 minus Sn is greater than 0 by our assumption part. So here we got this one is greater than 0. Therefore Sn minus Sn plus 1 is greater than 0. This implies Sn is greater than Sn plus 1 whenever Sn minus 1 is greater than Sn. Means whenever Sn minus 1 is greater than Sn, this term is greater than Sn plus 1. Therefore Sn is greater than Sn plus 1 for all n. This is the definition of the decreasing sequence. Therefore the sequence Sn is decreasing sequence. Sequence is decreasing sequence. Now fourth one. 1 is equal to S1, and just now we got that S1 is greater than S2, S2 is greater than S3, S3 is greater than so on. This one is greater than Sn minus 1, Sn minus 1 is greater than Sn, Sn is greater than Sn plus 1. This one all are greater than, from the second part is greater than 1 by 2. This implies I can say that 1 is greater than or equal to Sn, Sn is greater than 1 by 2. This implies 1 by 2 is less than Sn, Sn is less than or equal to 1 for all n. Therefore this is the lower bound, this is the upper bound. Therefore the sequence Sn is bounded sequence. Therefore here it is bounded and here it is decreasing. Therefore it is the sequence Sn is bounded decreasing sequence. Therefore it is a bounded monotone sequence. Therefore the sequence Sn is convergent sequence. Since it is convergent, thus limit of Sn exists. Limit of Sn exists. Since limit of Sn exists, it will be equal to some real number. So here let limit of Sn is equal to yes. Say if limit of Sn is equal to yes, then limit of Sn plus 1 is also equal to yes. Now what is the given in the statement? Sn plus 1 is equal to 1 by 3 into Sn plus 1. Now taking limits on cross multiply, 3 into Sn plus 1 is equal to Sn plus 1. Now taking limits on both sides. Limit of 3 into Sn plus 1 is equal to limit of Sn plus 1. This implies from algebra of limit of 3 into limit of Sn plus 1 is equal to limit of Sn plus 1. What is limit of Sn plus 1? 3s is equal to s plus 1. This implies 2s plus 1. 2s is equal to 1. This implies s is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, limit of Sn is equal to 1 by 2. This one only we have to prove in the problem. Next problem. Let t1 is equal to 1 and tn plus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4n square into tn for n greater than or equal to 1. In this first one, show limit of tn exists. Second one, what do you think limit of tn is? What do you think the limit of tn is? Solution. Let t1 is equal to 1 and tn plus 1 is given as 1 minus 1 by 4n square into tn for n greater than or equal to 1. N greater than or equal to 1. Now t1 is equal to 1. T2 can be written as t1 plus 1, nothing but 1 minus 4 into 1 square into t1, nothing but 1 minus 1 by 4 into 1, that is nothing but 3 by 4. T3, nothing but t2 plus 1, which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4 into 2 square into t2, 1 minus 1 by 16, t2 value is 3 by 4, which is equal to 15 by 16 into 3 by 4. Now clearly 1 is equal to t1 and t1 is greater than 3 by 4, nothing but t2. This implies t1 is equal to t1, t1 is greater than t2. t2 value is equal to 3 by 4 and 3 by 4 is greater than 15 by 16 into 3 by 4. This value is less than this one because this value is less than 1, which is nothing but t3. This implies t2 is greater than t3. t2 is greater than t3 and t1 is, here we can say t1 is greater than 0, t2 is also greater than 0, t3 is also greater than 0. Therefore here I can say that therefore 1 is equal to T1, T1 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T3, T3 is greater than 0. All are greater than 0. So let us assume that assume that 0 less than Tn plus 1 is less than Tn, which is less than or equal to 1 for some n. Here if I take n is equal to 1, 2, or we will get those terms satisfy the given equation, but I don't know all, so I'm going to use this one to prove all. Now Tn plus 2, Tn plus 2 can be written as, from the definition, 1 minus 1 by 4 into n plus 1 whole square into Tn plus 1 into Tn plus 1. Here in a rough part, since before we do this one, I am going to take LCM. 4 into n plus 1 whole square minus 1 by 4 into n plus 1 whole square into Tn plus 1. Clearly this one is smaller than this one, means the denominator is larger than the numerator, so this value is less than 1. Since 4 into n plus 1 whole square minus 1 is less than 4 into n plus 1 whole square, this implies 4 into n plus 1 whole square minus 1 by 4 into n plus 1 whole square is less than 1. So this one is less than 1 into Tn plus 1. This implies what we got? Tn plus 2 is less than Tn plus 1 whenever Tn plus 1 is less than Tn. Therefore, if Tn is greater than Tn plus 1, then Tn plus 1 is greater than Tn plus 2. Therefore, Tn plus 1 is less than Tn for all n. For all n. And we know that Tn is, this implies 0 less than Tn plus 1 less than Tn less than or equal to 1 for all n. How I wrote this one? How I wrote this one is, you have to do as a homework. Try to solve this one. Therefore, the sequence Tn is bounded decreasing sequence. Therefore, the sequence Tn is convergent sequence. Since it is a convergent sequence, therefore limit of Tn exists. Limit of Tn exists. Now B. Since limit of Tn exists, then limit of Tn will be some real number. Let us take t. Then if limit of Tn is t, then limit of Tn plus 1 is also t. Now Tn plus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4 n square into Tn. Now taking limits on both sides, limit of Tn plus 1 is equal to limit of 1 minus 1 by 4n square into Tn, which is from algebra of limit of 1 minus 4n square into limit of Tn, which is equal to 1 minus 0 into t. This implies t is equal to t. Hence, limit of Tn exists, but we cannot we can't calculate the limit of the sequence Tn. This is the problem. Same thing, this one you have to do as a homework. Try this one. Let T1 is equal to 1 and Tn plus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 whole square into Tn for n greater than or equal to 1. In this first one, show limit of Tn exists. B, what do you think limit of Tn is? C, use induction to show Tn is equal to n plus 1 by 2n. D, repeat part B. This is a homework problem. First we have to show limit of Tn exists, means I have to show that the sequence is bounded and monotone. After showing it is bounded and monotone, therefore the limit Tn exists, then we have to go for second one. After doing second one, using the values of T1, T2, T3 and using the mathematical induction, we have to show that Tn can be written as n plus 1 by 2n. After finding Tn is equal to n plus 1 by 2n, repeat the same second one. What is the limit of the sequence Tn? Limit of the sequence Tn. Do this one as a homework. Work out on it.